We got to talk about this Dwayne Haskins story.
Oh, boy.
Did you guys hear about this? Dwayne Haskins, died on the side of a freeway, and people are like, what kind of asshat is walking on the side of a freeway? Well, if you believe his lawyer, one that was being blackmailed and coerced and drugged, which is how he wound up on the side of the freeway.
Yeah.
Without his expensive watch that they say was pilfered from him. The former Ohio State legend and mediocre NFL quarterback, Dwayne Haskins, was walking down the side of a freeway. And the reports we got were, he was drunk, wandered into traffic, got hit by a dump truck. So sorry. Well, now his attorney says that they went back and did more blood work, and he had multiple variations of ketamine, which is a drug used by anesthesiologists to knock you out and is commonly used recreationally. Oh, and by those who like to kidnap and, it's a common date rape drug. And it was in Dwayne Haskins' system. He was missing his expensive watch he was wearing that night. Do you buy this, or was he just drunk? Was he using drugs and just found himself on the side of a freeway?
Nah, I don't buy that he was just using drugs and was on the side of the freeway. And the only reason I don't buy it is because you understand just how jacked you have to be, how high you would have to be
to
God. Instinctually ignore the idea that you're on a 5-lane open freeway walking around. Like just think about that for a second. Like, even if you were doped to the moon, I don't believe that somebody would just wander into traffic in that way.
Me either.
I think, the other thing here is obviously Dwayne came into money, came into fame, and even if he was an average-ass quarterback in the league, that doesn't change the fact that he got paid. And I think what people like to forget about when it comes to athletes, Ja Morant, Dwayne Haskins, the laundry list is forever long. These dudes don't always come from, hey, great family, private money, awesome neighborhood places. They don't. And when you all of a sudden get a check for however much he got when he signed, that changes your life. And
yes,
people
it does.
know that. So the idea that a quarterback who was young in the league got allegedly, based on what his lawyer is saying, got, mugged, drugged, and sent out to pasture, it's not that far-fetched.
But I think what it speaks to, and let's assume it's true. Let's assume that Dwayne Haskins was being blackmailed and drugged. It speaks to the vulnerability of naive, super wealthy athletes and this feeling of being bulletproof.
Yeah.
I think that's truly what this was. I think he felt like he was bulletproof, and he wound up dead for it. And now his wife and his estate are suing. That's how this came out. This whole thing is going to get ugly. If you haven't read about it, go to ProFootballTalk.com and read about it.
Yeah.
It's a fascinating story. Fascinating. Not nearly as fascinating as the Joe Mixon story.
Bro.
Good God. Okay, so you know that Joe Mixon was cleared of an incident where shots were fired at kids at his home. Cleared of that. Not cleared of misdemeanor menacing charges. Samarji Pirine, the former number 2 running back in Cincinnati, voiced concern for Joe Mixon and cited it as one of the reasons he was leaving Cincinnati. And now charges have been refiled after they were dropped initially with the right to refile because new evidence has come to light about Joe Mixon menacing a woman with a gun. And essentially it sounds like a brandishing situation, but dude, if you're Cincinnati, don't you have to cut bait with this guy now?
Okay, but here's my question. So I always go with the league. Again, is it on tape or is it not on tape? If it's on tape, yeah, you got to cut ties with them. It's over. If it's not on tape, you're good to go here. You're going to serve your suspension.
You're good to go here, friend.
Out. It's the NFL. You can beat women. You can brandish weapons. You can even have drugs in your trunk.
You're not
still
wrong.
Going to play football.
You're not wrong. I wish I could say you were wrong, but you're not wrong. I'm going to tell you about a pizza deal while you hit the like button right now. Look at this deal from our good friends at Papa Murphy's Pizza.
Whether it's game day, movie night, or just a busy day, it's always time for Papa Murphy's. And now you can get any medium 2-topping pizza for just $6.99. That's right. The whole family can get exactly what they want any day of the week for any occasion. Any toppings, any sauce, only $6.99. Now that's meaty yum. If only everything else in life was like our deal. Papa Murphy's. We make great pizza so you can make the pizza great. Order online today at papamurphys.com.
See what he did there? Meaty yum.
Right.
Like it's yummy. It's meaty yum. Like he was trying to combine medium and yum. Like, you know,
yeah, it
who
all
doesn't?
Kinda, you know.
Wow, look at that medium.
Yeah, you know what
yummy.
I mean? Like it just is. It all kind of works together. And
Okay, that was kind of gross.
Stay hard.
That was, admittedly, that was kind of gross. Not gross is Jason Ritchie. Let's go. Jason Ritchie.
I'm pulling it out.
Stay hard.
A new member of the show, Jason Ritchie. We appreciate you. Appreciate you guys all being here. Join the membership, man. It really helps the channel grow. You know, the things we need, you guys hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button. It really helps us grow. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please do. We are trying to get to 25,000 as soon as we can. We've had a meteoric rise on this show. We're at 15,392. Hook it up. Let's make it happen. That would be phenomenal. And it's guys like Jason Ritchie and the rest of the crew that make it possible to do what we do. So thank you for that. San Diego State says, bucked up, loved flying with you, Maverick. See what I did there? See what he did there?
right.
I loved flying with you, Maverick. We loved flying with you, too. Wet Blanket says, Joe Mixon broke a girl's jaw in Norman. Yes, he
That's what I'm
did.
saying, dude.
Yes, he did. This
isn't
is not
it's not
his...
buddy's first rodeo.
Yeah, this is not his... I would
It
agree
is
with
what
that.
it is.
I would agree with that. And
Somehow he's going to be on the field, 3rd and 2, and he's going to get the ball and get the first down.
Yeah, exactly right, Tanner. Oh, Mixon, right?
Like, you know what I mean?
Bro,
Like-
isn't that's the perfect reaction?
Come on, dude.
Bro, come on, bro. What are you doing, right? Let's see. Saul Goodman says San Diego is filling in the pack. They will. We told you they have accepted an invite. And essentially, the Commissioner Navarez from the Mountain West came on the show and said as much in an interview you can find on our YouTube channel. Please feel free to go. Wet Blanket says the Norman incident happened on camera. Correct. Truck stop Gumby. No, dude, we're not doing pepperoni.
Oh, dear.
Oh, my. Right? Like, it's just not that you can't. Stubby says innocent until proven guilty. Exactly. JM says Bob Stoops let it slide. Neville 93, what's up, Neville? Where you
Dude,
been?
what's up, brother?
Let's go, Neville. I appreciate that. Monty, Jake over there, Monty over here. The Monty Show, as always, is presented by our good friends at The Advocates, theadvocates.com, the best injury attorneys in the business. I think I say it all the time on this show. I get a lot of questions about workman's comp. Do they handle workman's comp? Hey, I got hurt at work. Do you think? Yes, they do. I do. I think you should, yes. Theadvocates.com, because you guys, when you get hurt at work, it's not your fault, right? You should be made whole for that. It's not your fault. You went to work to provide for your family and you got injured. You didn't deserve that. What you do deserve is somebody to fight for you. That's why you go to theadvocates.com. Chat with an attorney live online right now for free, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Theadvocates.com, because you never pay them in advance. Right? You have nothing to lose by going to theadvocates.com, because it's very simple. You're going to talk to them and say, hey, here's what happened. What do you think? And what's the worst they're going to say? No, you don't have a case. Okay, well, thanks for your time. But 9 times out of 10, they're going to be able to help you. And they're going to be able to point you in the right direction, give you the best legal advice available to you.
Facts.
And you don't pay the advocates until they win your case at theadvocates.com. Make sure you tell them you heard about it on the Monty Show. T. Lawrence Gragston says Bengals drafted Mixon first round, even with him punching that girl on tape. This is the Cincinnati Bengals. Remember Chris Henry? Oh, I knew Chris Henry very well.
But you see what I mean? Like
Very well.
But I don't. Like, I agree with you, T. Lawrence, but I also think in the bigger picture, this is the NFL. I mean, look what Zeke did, and nothing happened. Like the last guy who really got punished was Rice, Ray Rice. Like he was the
Never
last
saw him
guy.
again either.
Never saw him again. But you look at man, what was it? It wasn't Tyreek, was it? Was it Tyreek Hill got in trouble?
Yes, with his kids.
Yeah, with his kids. And
you look at Adrian Peterson, with the stick.
with the switch. Yeah.
Look at Zeke at Ohio State.
Yes, dude.
I mean, this stuff happens, and I wish I could sit here and tell you that it was uncommon, but it's not uncommon. It's very common.
I mean, look at Pervin Meyer, dude. Like the guy is
I'm sorry, did you say Pervin Meyer?
Buddy's at a bar in Ohio State on the bye week and gets caught on camera. Like what? Like, come on, dude.
Buddy.
Go play intramurals, brother.
You said buddy.
Pervin Meyer got his ass on a plane, went back to Ohio, and got it on again.
Hey, he copped a feel. Use the proper nomenclature, sir.
Hey,
Please.
dude, bro. Like,
Okay, let me get this right, Pervin.
Holden Middick.
Let me get this right, sir. You're the coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. You kick players when they're on the ground, quite literally. He's accused of that.
Jackass.
Your team lost. You did not fly home with them. You took another flight to Columbus. So you get back to C-Bus. You go to your bar. And it's all on tape, by the way. You, how shall I say, inspected the nether regions of a quite excitable blonde woman
I'm so bricked up right now.
who is much younger than your wife. So you think you're bulletproof, and then you got fired.
and then you were back on Fox like a month later.